Richard was on with Peter 2 weeks ago. No, I want to state for everybody who's watching that wasn't on 2 weeks ago, Richard, prior to 2 weeks ago, prior to you coming on the show with Peter 2 weeks ago, you had never spoken with Peter Marks. Is that correct?
No, not at all. Not
You've
at
never
all.
spoken with Peter. You never communicated. You never texted. You never messaged with Peter Marks prior to you coming on the show 2 weeks ago. Is that correct?
Not at all. Not at
Okay,
all.
so 2 weeks ago, you had shared with the group that you were going through some relationship issues. And 2 weeks ago, Peter said that you would be meeting somebody very soon. Is that not the case?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So, Peter, what would you like to ask Richard? Richard, please communicate with Peter.
Now, do you have any information, just the first name and maybe a date of birth for this potential woman that you would like to have possibly a long-term relationship with?
Yes, her name is Anne Marie.
All right.
And her birthday is October 18th, 1964.
She is a very dynamic soul. You probably already know that.
Yes, I do.
This woman is filled with so much energy. She is going to challenge you.
Yeah, and that's yeah. To challenge me is something else. But yes, you're right.
All right. Now, I want to also say to you, I feel she's dynamic with communication. They're saying to me divorced.
Yes.
All right. So she is out of the other relationship.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
So, Peter, you picked up on the fact that she was divorced.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to also say this to you. She is coming into her own. And I feel an energy shift with her, in fact, this year. She's a very loving soul. She really will give a lot of herself, but I'm also feeling that she's very much into romance. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
All right. So are you ready for this to possibly nurture this relationship?
I really am. I'm a what I call a hopeful romantic, not a hopeless romantic, a hopeful romantic myself. So, and that's one thing we talked about. So yeah, I think we're on the same page.
All right. Now, this woman also needs security. They're saying about security. So I'm feeling that financially, they're saying to me she's gone through a lot of challenges. I want to tell you, be patient with her because I don't feel she is the type to rush into something.
No, I agree. We're taking it slow, but like I said, the very first day was unbelievable. We talked from morning until actually early morning until sundown. We talked.
Well, the reason you talk so much is because you are karmic twin flames.
I gotcha.
Did you understand what I mean by that?
I do. I do.
Well, they're telling me if you nurture this is that soul that you've been waiting to come in.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, she's something else. I'm telling you what, quite honestly, and that's why I had to come back tonight, because when we talked a couple weeks ago, you told me I was going to meet somebody, and at that point, my breakup was just a few days old, and wasn't feeling that hot. Yes. And then she came in, and this came out of the blue, and this came totally 100% unexpected, and I had to come back tonight.
Richard, I do want to ask you.
Sure.
You spoke with Peter for the first time 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we said you were going to meet somebody. You have met somebody. What would you say to anybody who was on the show tonight who has not received a reading from Peter Marks? What would you say about Peter Marks?
I would say, listen to Mr. Marks. I said he's phenomenal. He's fantastic. I can't say enough. I really can't.